if I'm ready to grade yet, Ryan. But I am proud of our guys. We had a lot of ups and downs this year, obviously, for different reasons. But we really had a committed group. We had a group that cared. We had a group that believed. That's really all I could ask for as a coach. So from that standpoint, if I was grading that, I would say, hey, obviously losing in the first round of the playoffs is not something I want to be a part of my DNA. I don't want this to become habit, or I don't even want it to be something as a moral victory for this team. It's not enough. I said it when I first got here, I'll keep hitting on it. I'm here to win a title. I'll do anything I have to do to get this team and this city to that place. So I woke up this morning with incredible energy and work ethic, and I came in early and I just started putting together our summer plans for player development, for coaches I need to spend time with and learn from, to do some things, things I like to do from a self-improvement standpoint, to really feed my brain and my ideas and my creativity, and try to come back a better coach, a better leader, and really push these guys to another level.
When you say you plan for the summer, obviously the big question over the next few months is going to be about Zebo and TA, just because of what they've meant to this franchise. Can you, even though you've only had them for a year, can you see this team moving forward without those two guys? But how difficult does that become in trying to keep all these guys together?
I can't really get into that kind of stuff about Zebo and TA. I'm going to really avoid the free agency stuff. But I can talk about the people that they are and the players that they were this year. And all I can say is it was an honor for me to be their coach. And they gave me everything I asked for. They were great leaders. They adapted incredibly to their roles. TA, we just went through TA's list of statistics this year, and he had career highs in so many different categories. I was just really proud of him from that standpoint. We talked a lot about what Zebo did from a sacrificial standpoint this year, coming off the bench. I still think he should be the sixth man of the year. When you look at the numbers from top to bottom, no other guy coming off the bench did that. He had the highest usage rate. He was the best rebounding big, second best rebounding big, and he was like fifth in scoring. Like, I don't really know how you can argue that one, but and then when I needed him to start, he just stepped right in, and it wasn't like, I told you I could start. You know what I mean? It was like, Coach, if you need me to start in this series, I'll do it. And if we win this series and we go to the next one and I don't start, that's okay too. And so, when just talking about the character of the guys and what they meant to our team and what they mean to our city, they're special people, and I was very lucky to be able to have them.
Is it gratifying to know that to a man, they all want to be here, and they've built an organization that they all want to be, they want to stay?
Yeah, and that makes you feel good, that you have that kind of culture, running throughout your city and your organization, that guys want to be a part of it. And that's a, moving forward in the future, that's part of how you attract free agents, is the guys that's been there want to stay there. And that says a lot about your team and your staff and your front office and everybody, that's helping the players. It says a lot about them. And I really do think that we created a championship environment here. I think we really laid down the bricks culturally to start building something special. And I really thought our players tried to adapt. You're talking about guys in their 30s adjusting their game and modifying their game, to compete in today's NBA, and they did it seamlessly. They did it without argument. They did it without any kind of, there was never a story, right? I mean, you guys write the stories. You never got a story out of Zebo and TA. It was always whatever coach needs, and they did it. When I took TA out of the starting lineup, it was nothing. I surprised the hell out of him, obviously, because I did it on a game day, which as a rookie, I owned that. But after that, it wasn't like, I can't believe coach isn't starting me. He just went right to the bench, and he came off the bench and did the job incredibly well. And after that process, we found out, it's better that we had TA as a starter. And he never flinched. So, when your guys are like that and when they want to be a part of your organization, I think it just says a lot, and it's a credit to everybody here.
What will your role, I know you don't want to talk about the particulars of free agency, but in terms of approaching it, you know what you need on this team. What will your role be in figuring all that out?
I just try to give input. you know, Chris and them got to make those final tough decisions, and those aren't easy decisions. So I don't want to sit here and impose anything like I got some answers or anything like that. You know, we're all on the same page with what we need to fill in and some blanks, and you know, as we look at our roster, how we can try to improve this team and help us get to another level. So, you know me, I get into the film, I study these guys, I study the numbers, you know, and if there's particular guys out there that I think can help us, I'll suggest them, you know, but I'm not going to force anything on anybody. We'll come together, we'll collaborate, and we'll work together to try to make this team better.
How important is it that Chandler get back and be the Chandler who you want?
Well, it's huge. I mean, obviously, that's a big one. You know, you're talking about a $94 million player, and you know, you can see we needed some wing help in the playoffs. Obviously, not having TA and Chandler going into that series, that's a tough one. You know, and so Chandler is a really big cog in the machine. You know, obviously, he's working his tail off out there. I'll get reports, you know, weekly now where they're saying he's busting it and he's really trying to get back. And so if he gets back, that makes us better automatically, because we never really got to see him this year. You know, if we're being honest, we didn't see a healthy Chandler at all. He tried to come back too soon, and he never got into rhythm. We saw a couple flashes here and there, but he never felt right. So, you know, hopefully that with the long summer and, you know, with the way he's approaching this, we can get him back on the court and get him helping us.